Yes, JEE MAIN 2026 one question, January attempt. A meter grid with two resistances R1 and R2 given, observe the diagram, was balanced at 40 centimeter from the point P. Okay, this is the first point. So in the diagram, I am changing a few points here. So null point at 40 centimeter from P. Select here, it is a null point. 40 centimeter from P. Therefore, the remaining length should be 60. So the first observation. Okay. First observation. 40, that is, the remaining 40 is 60. Up to this 40, remaining 60. Right. Now, what is the ratio here? That is the resistance ratio. Means here the meter bridge is balanced at 40 centimeter from point P. Now, in this situation, you can write the balancing condition. Balance condition for this meter bridge. You can write it as a ratio of resistances. Ratio of resistance, that is R1 by R2 is equal to ratio of the length, which is nothing but here. What is the ratio of length? The first one is 40, another is 60. Right? How you got 60 means total 100 minus 40 that you should get. Right? The null point at 40 fixed here, so remaining length should be 100 minus 40. So 40 by 60, which is 2 by 3. So from this, you can write R1 is equal to 2 by 3 R. We got a relation. Okay? We got a relation between R1 and R2 by using the first point. Okay, what is the first point? The meter grid was balanced at 40 centimeter from the point P. Okay. Now, in another, that means continuation of the given question, second point given as the null point changed to 50 centimeter. Okay, if the same here, I have observed the diagram. If null point change to 50, when 16 omega resistance is connected parallel to R2, here two changes. Observe here, two changes are there. The first change, null point change to 50. Okay, null point change to 50. Exactly at middle you can take. First part is 50, automatically second part 100 minus 50. This is also 50. The null point change to 50 and an extra resistance, which is a 16 omega connected parallel to R. So here you observe, you can develop the diagram like this. Okay. So here we can write 16. Okay, up to this clear by observing. Second point, we are developing the diagram. Now here the R2 and the 16 are parallel. Now I am writing a first you can calculate effective resistance with respect to this, which simply you can take, I am taking it as R2 dash. So parallel condition, if you apply here, 16 R2 by 16 plus R2, right? Simple. So you can take this as equation number 2. R1 equal to 2 by 3 R2, you can take it as first equation. You got two relations. And according to the null point length, again you have to rewrite the balance condition here. Okay, here I am again I am writing balance condition respect to the null point. So here resistance is R1, the total resistance R2 dash. Write balance condition R1 by now we take R2 dash. Just use this relation only. Okay. So is equal to length of the ratios. Now both are same 50 by 50 which is 1. Now you can write R1 is equal to R2 dash. You got another relation. Very simple. Okay. The parallel condition application. Balancing conditions as is this way. Now, what is the question? Simply mathematical application. Just to use 1, 2, 3 and get R1 R2. What is your target? It's asking find values of R1 and R2. Okay. So very easy. Now get R1 R2 by solving these three equations. So very simple formula, right? So observe what is the first part. First is here I am writing yes equation 1 R1 2 by 3 R2. 3 is R1 equal to R2 dash. Okay. And 2, what is equation 2? Here I am writing equation 2 is R2 dash is equal to 16 R2 by 16 plus R. So in place of R2 dash, I am writing R1. Okay, that is from equation 1. R2 dash, I am writing it as R1. That's this. Now again, I am using equation 1 here. Okay, so in place of R1, you can write 2 by 3R. Now directly get R2 value by solving this. Okay. Solve it. Very simple. R2 gets cancelled here. Cross multiplication. 2 into 16 plus R2 is equal to 3 into 16. 32 plus 2R2 is equal to 48. 2R2 is equal to 48 minus 32 16. Therefore, R2 is equal to 8 omega. Yes? Yes. So, R2 is 8 omega. Now, what is R1? So, equation 1. Again, by equation 1, R1 is equal to 2 by 3 R2. So, R1 is equal to 2 by 3 into 8, which is 16 by 3. So, what is the final answer? The values for R1 and R2. Can write R1 equals 16 by 3 omega and R2 is 8. Clear? Let's note it down.